every aspect of our life, from work to relationships to health, depends on our life force. When we chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo daily, we activate the power of the mystic law within. We summon forth limitless reserves of wisdom, courage, and compassion that help us move everything forward in the best possible direction. For that reason, those who make chanting a priority are never deadlocked. Having said that, there may be times when we run up against a difficult challenge and question whether there is a more effective way to chant. While there is no single correct way to pray, Nichiren Buddhism emphasizes the attitude with which we pray. Here are 4 things to consider when chanting to the Gohonzon for our goals and dreams. 1. Am I being honest and open? All of us face times of anxiety, worry, suffering, sadness. Whatever the life state we find ourselves in, we can go to the Gohonzon just as we are and chant about our problems openly and honestly, like a child seeking the comfort of their parents' warm embrace. It is by carrying on a conversation with and confiding in our innermost thoughts to the Gohonzon that we can transform our inner state of life. See the New Human Revolution, Volume 11, Revised Edition, page 106. Ikeda Sensei recalls the guidance of his mentor. My mentor, second Soka Gakkai President Josai Toda, often said that there is no need for us to stand on ceremony when chanting about our problems. We just need to chant honestly to the Gohonzon, to truly look at what is in our hearts. The practice of chanting, he said, is the practice of manifesting the same life state as the Daishonin within us. So we should chant with the resolve to embody his state of life. From the Teachings for Victory, Volume 2, page 134. As we chant unpretentiously, expressing whatever is in our hearts, we will be able to polish and forge our lives at the deepest possible level. Number 2, do I have a focus and concrete determination? It is important to have concrete prayers. A prayer that is ambiguous or irresolute will not fundamentally transform our life. Just as following a map with vague instructions won't get us to our destination, when we chant with a clear determination to never be defeated by any circumstances, we can summon forth the power to move the universe. As Sensei says, because our practice of faith is aimed at attaining Buddhahood in this lifetime, it is essential that we have a solid, focused attitude when chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. It is like trying to shoot an arrow without a clear target. We won't draw the bow with any real force or determination. In the same way, when we replace vague yearnings with concrete determinations and confident prayer, we can definitely accomplish what we hope to achieve. SGI President Ikeda's lecture series on attaining Buddhahood in this lifetime, page 32. When we set clear goals, decide to be victorious, and wholeheartedly pray to the Gohonzon with concentrated effort, we can blaze a winning path. Number 3, am I actively fighting my inner negativity? Having doubts or being pessimistic sometimes is only human. But through engaging in our daily practice of chanting Daimoku and doing Gongyo, we can continuously challenge our disbelief in our Buddha nature and prevent it from hindering the way forward. The key is to chant with the spirit to battle our fundamental ignorance. Sensei explains the power of this wondrous law cannot fully manifest in a life clouded with ignorance. Ignorance is the inner darkness that prevents us from believing in the mystic law and staying focused on our own Buddha nature, staying focused on our own Buddha nature and that of others. The practice of chanting enables us to break through this darkness and vibrantly bring forth our Buddhahood. Battling our fundamental darkness, this inner struggle is the essence of chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. SGI President Ikeda's lecture series on attaining Buddhahood in this life, page 29. By actively challenging our doubts through prayer, we not only come to experience a deeper sense of confidence in our actions, we also enjoy the process. That's wonderful. Number 4, am I praying with a vow? This is the key. Nichiren Daishonin states it could never come about that the prayer of the practitioner of the Lotus Sutra would go unanswered. This is on prayer, the writings of Nichiren Daishonin, volume 1, page 3, 4, 5. The power of our prayers to the Gohonzon are unfathomable. In particular, those who exert themselves to fulfill the vow of the Buddha and make efforts for Kosen Rufu. As a practitioner of the Lotus Sutra, will have their prayers answered. As Nichiren says, elaborating on this point, Sensei states, to be the same mind as Nichiren means to cherish the same determination for Kosen Rufu. When we work for Kosen Rufu and we stand up with the resolve to demonstrate the victory of faith, our lives overflow with benefit beyond belief. We receive benefit because we work for Kosen Rufu, which is the wish of the Buddha. This is analogous to how someone who works for a company receives a salary. Josei Toda characterized those who chant with a laundry list of the things they want as though it were the duty of the Gohonzon to supply benefit as having beggar's faith. And he urged that instead they should stand up with the determination, I will stake my life on the struggle for Kosen Rufu. This is from the Wisdom of the Lotus Sutra, volume 5, page 158. When we pray based on a vow, we can bring forth the life state of Buddhahood, activate protective forces, and tap into the life force necessary to achieve our goals. Nichiren Daishonin writes, there is no true happiness for human beings other than chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. And this is from the Go Show Happiness in the World, writings of Nichiren Daishonin 1, page 681. Chanting brings us immeasurable benefit. By praying honestly to the Gohonzon, having concrete determinations, challenging our fundamental ignorance, and praying with the spirit to fulfill our vow, we can challenge our obstacles and achieve all of our goals. No problem is a match for those who base themselves on this kind of prayer.